What's the deal with eating 3 meals a day? Conspiracy. Hi, in case you're new to this channel and don't know who I am Slick Nick, your personal keto bro. And no, I'm not a doctor, dietitian, nutritionist, personal trainer. Now, I'm just some random guy who's approaching his 40th birthday and approaching his goal of 17% body fat. It's a humble goal. I'm not trying to get a six-pack and show it off on Facebook. That's not my intentions. I just want to be able to be comfortable in my own skin and look good in clothes. And for me, that means size medium. That's how I can measure what looks good and makes me feel good. So everyone has different inspirations. I'm being honest with you, that's mine. There you go. Let's talk about 3 meals a day. If you've watched keto documentaries on Amazon Prime like Fat Fiction and Fat, they both bring to our attention how arbitrary it is to eat 3 meals a day. We're told to do that. We're brainwashed to do that. Well, granted, it sells products. It sells cereal. It sells breakfast food like eggs and sausage, biscuits, etc. It sells things. And that's often what we find with conspiracies. Someone's trying to make money off of someone or take power from someone else. So people like me, we know the truth because we live the truth. I eat 2 meals a day. One at 2 o'clock and one about 5:30. I start eating at 2 and I'm done eating by 7. Now granted, before 2 p.m. I will have black coffee with MCT oil in it, and my second cup will also have some butter in it. It's still only about 200 calories and it's pure fat, and it doesn't spike my insulin because pure fat will not spike your insulin, meaning you don't store fat from those calories, and it means that you do not trigger that hormone called ghrelin, which actually makes you hungry the way carbohydrates and even protein will do. So I have been living my life this way for many months. 2 meals a day. And yet I'm less hungry and I'm losing fat, but I'm still keeping my muscle. I'm eating only 2 meals a day, not 3. But a lot of people can't get past what they were told. Oh, you can't start the day on an empty stomach. You'll be much more productive if you eat something. Consider this. Let me just throw this at you. This should be a fairly short video. The company I work for, I'm a recruiter. And they revealed the numbers last week for 2020. I was, I believe, the number 4 performer out of like 50 of us nationwide. And most of 2020, I was working from my kitchen table. And I was doing this whole intermittent fasting thing. Even before I went full keto, I was really pushing my meals out to the afternoon. So intermittent fasting kind of came first and then full keto afterwards. But I can tell you, to be the 4th most productive recruiter at the company I work for, which is a Fortune 500 company, most of my work was done before I had any food at all. Breakfast? No, just black coffee with MCT oil and or butter. That's it. This is what I'm experiencing as reality. I don't need 3 meals a day. 3 meals a day, what's that gonna do? It's gonna cause me to get hungrier more often, and it's gonna make it harder for me to limit the amount of nutrition I'm bringing in. Because ultimately, that's how fat ends up on your body, is that you have eaten more food than you really need. Or, like another video I recently made, is that grains, carbohydrates, are a way to keep people who don't have access to actual nutrition, which is fat and protein. It's a way to keep them alive. Because if you mainly eat carbohydrates, which is what our government conspiracy tells us in that food pyramid, Illuminati, is that you're supposed to get most of your calories from grains and carbs. Okay? But I'm not doing that. I'm doing the opposite of that, and it's actually working. So that's the thing. What's working and what's not? Is the food pyramid working? Getting most of your calories from fat? Is that working? No. So I'm doing the opposite of what the government told me to do. Conspiracy. Your comments belong right here.